Alright, so we'll be putting on the optic here on the Carry Comp. This may or may not be the last step, depending on how this barrel performs. If I like it, then we're done. If I don't, then I'll be trying to get an apex and put that on there. But our current configuration, Floyd's magazine well, apex trigger, Surefire X300 turbo. I'll be using the Calculated Kinetics DOGTAG adapter plate and putting on the Steiner MPS. So the Calculated Kinetics has this little barrier up front that helps deflect the gas from this silly little loaded chamber indicator. You just look in there and you can see the brass, but this hole ends up deflecting gas upward to cloud the front of the optic. And I found on the prior one that this actually works very, very well at keeping that front glass clean. Hardware, little bit, and some Vibratite. Cleaning cloth. Included battery, installation and adjustment tools. And there she is. I actually had one go down on me a few weeks ago. I don't know how many thousands of rounds I've put through it, but during a training day I was shooting and it just went down. Sent an email to Steiner. They sent me an RMA and a shipping label. I sent it in to them, and within a week they sent me out just a brand new one. So it was within the warranty period of 2 years, and they just handled it. It was nice. So I'll take off this guy again. Clean out some of that oil there. This is going to fit pretty snug. So, trying to put that on, if you try to put one end in and then the other, because of how snug it is, that isn't as easy. So if you can try to line up the front end and the back end, press them down together, you can have a much easier time with that. Line up the holes. gave me a couple extra screws there. I'm going to go ahead and use the blue Loctite here, removable. I don't want to use red. Just a little bit. I'm going to torque it to 15 inch-pounds. I use fix-it sticks. These things are great. Make sure you torque everything properly. You don't want to over-tighten. You don't want it to be too loose. When you turn it, it'll click, and you're good. Okay, so plate is on. I witness marked these just to make sure they don't back out. For whatever reason, I start seeing deviations. I can start to troubleshoot. Then the nice thing about the Steiner, it's got that cross mounting. So you don't have to worry about, at least with the RMR, you're using the proper screws to mount into the plate. Was it CHPWS would send bags of screws, and you just gotta make sure you're using the proper one depending on your optic and the plate. This is just simple. Top mounted battery, so you don't have to remove the optic when you're changing the battery, is nice. Don't have to worry about re-zeroing or confirming zero anyways. May not have the advertised battery life as the RMRs, but I still end up changing the RMR batteries once a year just to be on the safe side. Okay, and that is on. Let's see if I can line that up. Yep. Back this out a little bit. Okay. And I will witness mark this one as well. Now, we're set. Just need to go take it in 0. Can co-witness its lower third, the iron sights here. Not very obtrusive. Kind of might thinking about blacking these out just for the heck of it. These are glow sights too. Came with it. Maybe replace those later. But that's it. That's all there is to it. MPS is mounted.